I'm not sure if I do. Haruhisa Nakata's newest manga, Hounds, is an alright urban fantasy running in Jump Plus. It's about Jimmy, a gang member in Silent Bay City. With no parents, no siblings, Jimmy finds himself embroiled in petty gang warfare in order to get by. But he's not much of a gangbanger, lacking the guts to pull the trigger. One night, he encounters Lily, who at first seems like a young girl lost from her family. They bond over a few days, but Jimmy soon comes to find out that Lily and her partner Kay are involved with an organization that is slowly hunting the vampires in Silent Bay City. Jimmy moves up in the gang but acts as a rat for Lily and Kay, snitching out who the vampires are in the crew and helping to rid the city of the crime syndicates and corrupt politicians who run everything from behind the scenes. This is basically Supernatural, Gangs of New York, or The Departed. I think Nightlight Hounds is an ambitious idea, but I'm not loving the execution. Cat and mouse stories are something that I've been kinda into lately, but I'm not really turned on by this one. Jimmy is a boring character, very trope-tastic, and more in the vein of a bumbling moron that you would find in an Archie comic than a Shonen Jump title. But it's not just the boring MC that has me down on this manga. The supporting cast isn't really pulling their weight. Lily and Kay are mysterious, yes, I get that, but they also aren't really appealing. The writing is straightforward, and I can tell this is an experienced author handling things, but everything feels too cautious and calculated for such an ambitious and admittedly interesting premise. I even like the fact that within the LF gang, there are several factions, but the members of each faction that we've been introduced to so far, none of them really stand out either. I will say, Nakata is very good at portraying enough emotion without having to rely on too much boring exposition. Take these 2 pages in chapter 1 for example. The mangaka is able to show Jimmy's emotion, hint that vampires exist in this world, establish the strength of the crime syndicates of the city, and reveal his family situation, all within limited panels. I welcome this sort of writing, especially in the early chapters. But by chapter 5-6, the progression drags to a crawl, and I'm left wanting the sort of fast pace that I'm now used to with modern shonen. The series is also a bi-weekly now, so I think shit has to speed up before this arc ends. Otherwise, I can see a lot of readers putting this one down. The art is kinda boring too. It's not bad. In fact, I would say it's pretty solid, but it doesn't stand out too much. In Jump Plus, you need a very unique aesthetic in order to stand out, especially with battle shonen-esque works. Only 8 chapters have been released so far, and while I don't think this is a bad series, it's starting to look quite mid. I say give this one a couple months before checking out. Nakata's previous work, Levius, is a well-liked manga, so I have no doubts about the author's ability. I'm just not sure if their current approach is the most effective one. 4 out of 10.